I'm Robert Jones, and this is my story of hope and unity. The Dr. Phillips Center's involvement since the tragedy has been sort of, we're here to do whatever needs to be done as much as we can do it, in so much that when the city declared that the plaza out front, the Center for Arts Plaza, would be the site of the memorial, we said, sure, what can we do? What can we, we have security out there, we're monitoring that, and it just sort of started from there. The mission of the Art Center has always been sort of to be where everyone in the community has a place to gather and feel comfortable and safe. And I think in the wake of everything that tragically happened last week, that the safety and the connection and the support from the community and our peers and our colleagues and the guests in the center has been needed more than ever. And I think it's sort of been this very lovely, organic moment for people to come and pay their respects and be mournful, but also be there to lend what they can to their fellow citizens, their comrades, their neighbors, and it's been truly humbling to have that just out front. We drive by every day on our way to park, and it's there, and it never. It's been 24/7. We've had people from all over the world come here, and we're happy to do what we can to provide them a place to be and to feel whatever they need to feel. I think the vigil provided a lot of support and solace for everybody in the community, and I think, it happened to come together so quickly. Equality Florida and a bunch of organizations got together and put on this event that came together exquisitely, and I think it's exactly the catalyst for the healing that the community needed. We were sort of behind the scenes, not knowing. It was very amoebus, and it was very, how is this going to go? What's it going to be? How long is it? Who's speaking? And it all sort of came together at the very last minute, and much to the credit of the people at Equality Florida. And, we were there. What ball's about to fall that we can help catch? And I think, we were all sort of behind the scenes, just waiting and seeing what we could do. And, there was a lot of media here that night, and my role here, I'm a public relations manager, so I'm escorting cameras upstairs and back and forth and things. And there was a group that got to the roof to take the photo of the crowd just as the church bells were sounding 49 times. And it was the first moment I think many of us had to stop, that were sort of assisting the event, and just feeling the energy of, 5,000, 6,000 people, whatever it was, all here for the same reason, for the same need, for the same support, for the same love. I don't think I've ever felt anything like that before, and I think many of our neighbors feel the same way, and our guests that were here and just wanted to feel whatever they were feeling in that moment. And we stood there for the bells, and then there was this moment, unprompted, that everyone sort of raised their candle, and to look down and see just the whole lawn sort of come together and glow and rise, just very, very gradually, very subtly. But for all of those people to do that at once, it's true. And to me, I can't stop thinking about that moment and how, sad that this is the reason we all had to come together. I cannot tell you the stories that we've heard. We've had survivors in the building. We've had people who've lost people in the building. And at the same time, it's juxtaposed with this hope about how we're going to move forward. And there is this underlying positivity to be there for the people that need us most. And that Orlando is probably stronger than it ever has been. Well, I think the whole reason, I come from a theater background, and the performing arts in general is about telling stories, whether it's a painting on a wall, whether it's a performance, if it's a ballet, it's a piece of, drama, it's an orchestration. There's a reason behind it, and there's a story to be told. And I think there's a lot of stories being told right now about this series of horrific events that is very specific to Orlando, but also affected the world. And the mission of the center has always been, we wanted to feel like it's the community's family room, if that makes sense. That everybody has a place here, that everybody feels comfortable, they can talk to each other, lots of conversations can be sparked, new ideas could be born. And I think it goes sort of hand in hand that when the city says, please do this, it's fitting, it's not expected, we don't take it for granted. And we don't certainly own it because it belongs to the community and we are just one part of the community. And if we can be a central meeting place for, arts transforming, that's why we're here. That's, we are better for being able to express ourselves creatively. And I think there's a lot of reflection and expression that's happening just outside. And it's really beautiful. I just wish it wasn't happening because of those 3 hours in that club. We're so glad that the Dr. Phillips Center can provide that sense of acceptance and community and solace, sanctuary. That's a strong word, but if that's how people view it, that's great. I think that it's a very humbling thing to work in a place where truly everybody that walks these walls has been affected in a different way, and then we all go outside and share a moment together, and everybody that comes in here, we're gonna have our first live performance since the events happened last week tomorrow night. And I think everybody just there's a sense that life's going to go on and people are ready at different moments, and we want to be so respectful. And I think that it's an honor to work at a place where these stories can be told in their own way by people that wouldn't necessarily walk across the stage. So here's something interesting. I am new to Orlando. I moved here in January from New York City. I moved to New York City to go to college, and my first day in the city was September 1st, 2001. So feeling a city come together under tragic events is an oddly familiar feeling. It's quite different. And I wish it wasn't under circumstances that were so sad and fraught with a million negative emotions, and my heart goes out to all the people that have been affected. And I feel that we're all affected in our own way. But I'm very proud to call Orlando my new home. The love and support. Driving down the highway, I counted 25 billboards that were some version of Orlando Strong, that had a rainbow on it, that was, all about the unification of our city. And it's a beautiful thing. And I feel very fortunate that I've landed in a place that has that kind of response and has what it takes to be there for people who need it and to feel support and how we're going to move forward.